Hi Vlogmas. It's November 30th. This is real-time Vlogmas action. Vlogmas starts tomorrow. Now, in the ghost of Vlogmas past, I have attempted to like film, edit, post. I'm always like, you know, it's the end of the year, you realize you haven't really stayed on top of your goals, and it's like, okay, well, if my goals are like to post videos, this is the perfect time to see how dedicated I am to myself. And then I think like maybe one year I did, I don't know, but I have deleted most of them. It was just like me crying in like 4K because I was using this camera. And you know, as much as I would like to say things have changed, like for the both of us, no. This has been an anxiety-ridden, gut-wrenching, sad, disheartening, devastating, soul-destroying last few months. And that's just internal. That's just like what I have going on. There have been external factors as well. Finances, family, crime, hospital visits, car accidents, police reports, identity theft, whole livelihoods are at stake, homes are at stake. I have like, and I have a smile on my face. And I have like, you know what? We have to keep it pushing. Yeah. I would love to say in a fully different situation, no. But there is like a will to live and to frolic, and I have had some fun. When I think of like Vlogmas past of like 2020, oh, things have changed, baby. At least you can walk out your door. At least you can just, you know what I'm saying? Back then I just wanted to go to a coffee shop. So like those weird little niche like Instagram posts where it's like, remember that like when you feel sad, like remember one day this is what you prayed for. I'm like, baby, no I didn't. But then if you think about like those like the end times that we faced, I did. So I'm just doing my best in this beautiful world. Basically, to wrap all that up, I didn't celebrate Thanksgiving, which was like 2 days ago, 3 days ago. I'm not celebrating Christmas, and I definitely do not celebrate New Year's Eve anymore. But I think this time of year can still be, it's a very good time like for reflecting. It's a good time for like wrapping up the year. I don't think you need to like subscribe to this like tradition timeline of like of waiting for a certain time to turn around, but it is a beautiful just like time to purge things and just like start anew. So that's what I'll be doing with my SD cards. So there will probably be like a holiday taste test, like some things that are current, including this intro, but I have a lot of footage from this past year, even from before that, and I need it gone. I need it in like into the ether, and by the ether I mean like on this channel. I need to just like put the time aside to edit, post it, be done with it, free up SD storage so I can make videos like more intentionally, have more fun with it, be more creative. Like imagine if I had SD storage, you know what I'm saying? So that's the plan for Vlogmas. Will there be a video every day? Don't know. I'm honestly doing my best. You may think like, oh well, you look like pretty okay. Do you want to see what I looked like yesterday? My phone is, never mind. My phone is right there, but I don't know if I'll put it on the screen. You've seen me at my worst. Like until yesterday, that has been my reality. But I refuse. I refuse to be like, you know, my Chungus life. I refuse to also be a Chungo. I can be like a cutie girl in my Chungus life. Like if I have to suffer, at least can I not also feel disgusting and hideous and ugly? You know what I mean? Like let me at least put my best foot forward as I fall into like a pit of doom. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Happy Vlogmas! I almost sang a Christmas song, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, maybe day one could just be an actual Vlogmas. Should we do that? Should I edit this and post this to like, you know, should I do that? Do you want to like live today with me? What do you think? I mean, I can tell you my plans for today. It's currently 7 a.m. and I'm going to an F1 watch party. It's the Qatar Grand Prix. I don't know if it's been, yeah, I guess it's been in some of my vlogs, but I am a Lando Norris stan, And I'm not gonna get into a TED talk about that. You can be a freak loser if you want to, but if you know, you know. And I could talk about this for an hour because people are insufferable. But I support Lando Norris, and today could be the day that he wins the championship. And I'm not going to get into it because if you don't know anything about this, you're just going to be bored. But today's a very high pressure situation. Basically as high of pressure as it could be. Not actually because he has like a little bit of a gap. Yeah, just his two rivals are like starting the race in front of him and behind him, and they're both ruthless. And the one behind him, this is his last chance, and he will take out anybody if he needs to. And the one in front of him, usually is like perfect, but has been very desperate and off his game and making mistakes and like running into everyone and crashing people off the road. So it's a little scary. It's a little bit scary, but I'm going to a watch party, and basically today the driver I support could become the world champion. I don't really think it will happen today, but if it does, will I be escorted and trespassed from the bar if I take a champagne bottle off their shelf and spike it? You know what I mean? You don't want to see the animal that I'll turn into. I'm telling you that. I've like tried to have some decorum, apart from a few like internet arguments. I've tried to have some decorum, but the animal I will become, and again, yeah, I'm not gonna get into it. This is Vlogmas, but like basically this driver just represents. It's not just about him himself. I'm fine with him being second, even third, because it's not that serious. But it's more so just for the onlookers, for like society as a whole and what they deserve to be faced with. That just like shut the up, and men can have emotions, and men can be like, and athletes can be human beings. Like this is like actually one of the most toxic sports I've ever delved into. People are just like disgusting and weird, and they're like, if you're not a stone cold killer, you don't have what it takes. And it's like, if you're leading the championship, you do have what it takes, weirdo. People are so anyway, I actually do need to kind of be getting ready. I'm leaving in an hour. It does feel like 24 degrees outside. I did get these oh yeah, we're fully vlogging now. I got these right here on TikTok. I've been seeing videos of people like looking like it's their skin, their legs, and like pulling it off, but it's these tights where it's not gonna look like it on me, but like, see how that kind of looks like skin, but it's not your skin at all. It's fleece. It's fully like fleece lined, but the outside just looks like you're wearing like black like mesh tights, if that makes sense. These are a little too like yellow that they almost pull. It's like green on me, like it doesn't really match my skin, but I didn't want to get the other one to be orange or red. In hindsight, I maybe should have. Anyways, it feels like 20 degrees outside. I'm gonna wear this Lando shirt I have from Abercrombie. It's like a work shirt. It's kind of more masculine. I'll probably wear something like low cut under it, but long sleeve, and then I'll wear those tights and then like a skirt and boots, I think. I'm nervous. Let's make it his like helmet color behind us. I can't really see. Maybe I'll pull it more. I'm doing this color, this like chartreuse, but it's pulling up as white. Back to what we're doing. So yeah, that's where we're at. Other than that, like basically all I've been doing this year, which this year is a blur, like I don't know, things have happened recently that have just made me like really second guess a lot. And yeah, did I have fun this year? I just like I suddenly don't remember anything. I had a lot of fun last year. Last year was a lot of fun that I had, but yeah, like I don't remember anything. I don't remember the summer really. I don't know, but I haven't like not traveled much, like probably less than I have in my life besides like COVID times. I did just go to Mexico recently, so I'm gonna post that vlog as part of this Vlogmas. And then other than that, like I went on a little sort of camping thing and I posted that, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, still fun things. I just go to book club honestly and do Pilates and try to mind my business, and survive, and just try to survive. So yeah, hopefully you stick with it. But I guess today we're just vlogging for the day, so come along with me. We're gonna go to a watch party. We're also gonna go to a book club, but it's a group of people I've never met, so, and also a book I didn't read. And then I also was supposed to have a virtual book club that's like LA based. I'm in like LA virtual book clubs because that's like where I should be. California, please. That's at the same time as the in-person one today, but I think they're gonna, what is happening with my hair? I think they're gonna move it. Okay, my camera's gonna die. Very perfect. I'm wearing my Lando work shirt. I'm wearing a skirt. I'm wearing the like TikTok, I got them on Amazon, but the TikTok leggings, fleece line that look like your skin with mesh over it. These are a little like yellow on me, but it's fine. So this is not my skin. This is an illusion. And then I'm wearing my Steve Madden boots I wear everywhere in life. And I'm also wearing a like long sleeve under it, so if I take this off, this will be cute. And then I'm going to like a book club after, so I'm just bringing my favorite shirt to like wear with this outfit under my jacket. And yeah, I'm very excited. Let's wrap this shit up today, baby. Turn 1 is going to be so scary, but I don't like that you can't really see. I don't know, anyways.
Here's my F1 ID. Just pay for your race and try to get you there. I don't know why they had that ruling that every time until lap 22 one team over the other. So they wanted to keep it
Sainz has one job.
Yeah.
How much do you love Lando?
Yeah. Just help Lando.
Just take him out.
Oh no, that's not good. Why? They said that the FIA is investigating him not serving his time penalty for it. Uh-oh. Oh, man.
Come on, you can turn this time.
Yeah, like if he DNFs, that's it.
But I
like,
think this is this.
Listen, ignore this. I don't know what's going on. Something happened in the dryer. I would say devastated, but not, I am and I'm not. I obviously would have loved Lando winning the championship today, but I'm glad there wasn't a DNF, a crash at turn 1. I'm glad he overtook Kimi at the end. I did in fact argue with men the entire time, and by argue I mean it was like cute banter, but people are just exhausting. I mean, like, I had a good time and they were nice and fun, but just like the way that people root on Lando's downfall is just so irritating. And like when Lando was talking on the radio, Lando, just use your brain, like why can't you use your brain, whatever. And then Oscar was like asking on the radio and I was like, why doesn't he just use his brain? And he's like, well, okay, well, And also Carlando is over. If you don't know what I'm talking about, just ignore me. But like, Carlos, how dare you do this to your... Listen, man, I thought he was going to take one for the team. He kept on the radio talking about Lando. He's not even worried about Kimi behind him. He's talking about like the gap between him and Norris. I thought you were worried about that because you wanted to, I don't know. You have one job. Take out Max. Do something. Anyway, I am feeling good enough that all we need next week is a P3 to win the championship. But again, anything could happen. A penalty, a DNF, a disqualification. Absolutely anything. Anything. He got on the strategy today, and I just hope he keeps his confidence. And Max or Oscar can both win the next race and still lose the championship. My king just needs a P3 podium. And before today, like obviously I was nervous because again anything could happen, but I wasn't as nervous as I am now because apart from that like qualification snafu where he got P7 and then apart from the DNFs, he hasn't finished below a podium, like below top 3 since April. And that was, I think, a P4. And it's almost December. So it's like, it's fine. You just need two podiums, 2 third places, and you're the champion. Well, you got a P4 today. So we will see next week. But again, I'm keeping, someone at the table was wearing full McLaren. And I was like, are you rooting for, well, I think he asked me who I'm rooting for. And I was just like, and then I was like, what about you? Are you rooting for, like, just the team or a driver? He's like, well, you know, as long as McLaren wins, like, I'll be happy. Like, he's been a McLaren fan. I'm like, okay. He's like, but either driver? He's like, yeah. And he was like, first, you know, I was rooting for Lando last year. He was kind of tentative about saying that. And he's like, and this year, like, I started off rooting for Lando. That's what he said. I started off rooting for Lando, then I was rooting for Oscar, and now, you know, if either one wins, I'll be happy. And I'm like, okay. But I could sense it. Because there's just, like, a shame people have to rooting for Lando Norris. Anyways. So then, like, during the race, things would happen where Lando had to come out of the pits and Oscar passed. And everyone's screaming and cheering, and he wasn't. And then I think Lando's pit stop was, like, a second slower than Oscar's, and not cheering. And I was like, see? I was like, I can see you. Like, this, I was like, moments like this tell you who you're rooting for. And then when Lando overtook Kimi, me and him were like, because I was telling him, he was like, he admitted finally he's rooting for Lando. He's like, I want him to win, man. And like by the end, he was like, I was like, say it with your chest. I'm like, you do not need to be like, what are we doing? And then when Lando overtook Kimi, we're like, I'm like banging the table, like, here we go. I'm like, do not give up. Like, don't be, you know what I'm saying? And then by the end, he's like, I want Lando to win. So I'm like, there you go. Just say it with your chest, man. We were in it together. And again, it just represents so much. It's for all that. For a whole room of people screaming and cheering for you for your downfall, you freak losers. People are so and then people are like, winner takes all. No. Winner takes all mean if you win, you take all. Max or Oscar can both win, and indeed not take all. Do y'all know what that phrase means? It's coming down to the wire. I hope everyone's so happy. My nervous system is not. Now let's go to book club. For the book I didn't finish. I am so thirsty. I had one singular Blue Moon draft at 7 a.m. and it's 1:35. I mean, now I'm fine, obviously, that's why I'm about to drive. But, like, I sat in the cafe next door because I was, like, if you drink and, like, you go out and you're, like, feel, like, fuzzy, like, that's how I felt. And I was like, am I good? Like, I guess I just don't drink at all. That, like, one light beer in the morning, I'm up somehow. So I just sat in that cafe for 2 hours and I ate a breakfast burrito and I got a matcha. Now we're good. But I was like, my god. And then they're like, yeah, see you next week. I'm like, I'm not coming here. I'm not going to be surrounded by this. I was like, I need to endure the last race in the privacy of my own home. And he's like, why? I'm like, because of you, because of this. I'm not doing this with y'all at all. But my god, if he wins. My god, if he wins. Oh my god, that's all I want for Christmas. For the haters. Anyway. We have a ice cold limoncello LaCroix, obviously. This is from what time did I leave my house? Did I say I had that beer at 7 a.m.? It was definitely like 10 a.m. Am I okay? Anyways, this is from 7 a.m. Still ice cold. I did just change. I think you quite literally saw me. Oh, now I'm like gonna be late. I like almost don't want to go to this, but I'm gonna push myself too. Also, my gel nails. This is only my second time doing gel nails. I used to do like dip powder and like tips and everything myself. I did those cat eye short ones, but I was like, you know what? If my nails grow out, then I can literally just do like designs and stuff. So I like filed them to be kind of almondy, and they're kind of short, which is like nasty to me. I don't like this weird in between. But when they grow out, like for the next time, they'll be cute. But I did only one coat of the black on this hand. I did 2 on this one, and I like it much better. So we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. I need to stop talking and go. Let's go. Also, the audio on this camera is kind of, I'm aware. I'm sorry. It's just like more convenient, you know. That's all.
That's how much I think.
Okay. That was fun. We just talked about books, and then we talked about food, and now some of us are going to Torchy's. I am a little bit thrown off because I saw a dog that looked exactly like a dog that is very near and dear to my heart and soul, to the point where I was like staring and taking video. That was fun. We talked about books, we did crafts, I made a bookmark, and then we talked about Wicked, we talked about food, and now some of us are going to Torchy's. I haven't had Torchy's in so long, and I love Torchy's. I was like talking about it to the point I'm like, there's like fried cookie dough balls, and then they're like, should we get Torchy's? I was like, absolutely, yes. There's a stray dog, there were two, and it's so cold outside, and I was just like, but one of them looked exactly like literally my second favorite dog on this earth, the sweetest baby in the whole world. It looked exactly like her, to the point where I was like, check their, okay, I was just like, is that a boy or a girl? And they're like, it's a boy. And I was like, okay, because the dog I'm talking about is a girl. And I was like, that is the same dog. Like, I was showing it to them, and they were like, what the heck? Like what's going on? I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, this is the same dog. The only thing was his tail was different, and it was a boy. If not, I was like, so yeah, I don't know. It kind of freaked me out a little bit. I was just like, is this like a song? Like, I don't know. And then when it was like so friendly, and he was doing the same thing that this dog does, where like when you pet her, she'll like turn her back. Like, I don't know. It was really, really, I was just like, what is going on? And then when it was so friendly and like loved people, but it had no collar, and it was like wet. Oh my god, poor baby. And so when we were leaving, it was like walking with everyone like to their cars and just like trotting. I like, actually, my heart cannot take it. Like when I was in Mexico, there was just a stray dog like bearing up. Like, what do you mean? And especially when they just like love people and they're just like frolicking around, like that should be your life, sweet baby. Oh my god, poor baby. I'm gonna cry. Also, where the heck am I about to park? Oh!
I appreciate your patience tonight. It's been a moment since I've done some public speaking. Nowadays it's, best to keep quiet. But sometimes you just gotta let it out. Look, I'm a property of October. I ain't drive, I got chauffeur. Winning champagne, fruits, rosé, and some shots over. I think better when I'm not sober.